Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm going to go straight into the charts and have a look at what's happening. Yesterday we had a nice pump, and today we're going to have a nice pullback. Right. Hit the value area high, hit the golden pocket, rejection. Not a clean rejection, not very clean. So when you kind of zoom in a little bit, you kind of want a cleaner rejection, not very clean rejection. So I'm not necessarily thinking we are rejecting yet. Couldn't get through, getting a pullback now. A little bit of a failed auction of the golden pocket and the value area high. I said that there was a bit of resistance there, and so be it. Couldn't take out this pivot, and now we're heading back down. Right, where are we going? Well, I can tell you for a fact that we have a little bit of bearish divergence on the order flow. It's quite bearish at the moment. So in case you're wondering, is it bullish or bearish right now? It's quite bearish. Right now it's quite bearish. CVD up. Highs are getting lower. This is bearish order flow. If you want to see bearish, if you want to learn about bearish order flow, this is it. A big volume injection here. We had a big liquidation here, bubble. Not big, but big enough. Then we have a nice 36 million long increasing OI. And you can see the CVD went up and the price has failed to go up. So that has been, naturally, that has been sold into with a limit order, with a large limit order. We've basically, what's happened is we've come into this single print that I was talking about yesterday. So yesterday when we went up, we created the price action, created some single prints. And I'll show you. Actually, we're just above the single prints right now. So we haven't actually hit the single prints yet. We've cleared one set of single prints. We're into the almost into the other set of single prints here. This should act as support. Either way, if it fills, then after it fills, it will act as support. So I'm looking for about 100k as a support zone. 100k is my support zone at the moment. And actually, as the price has come down, we've created single prints. So these will act as resistance as the price goes up. You can already see as the price has come up in the first instance, we found a little bit of resistance of the first set of single prints. So possibly, I think here we'll probably go down to 100k. Now, what happens next? This is a question. Hello, AJ Fitz. Let's get into QANX. That's what you want, huh? QANX. You can do that. You can go into QANX. What happens next? Well, look, the big question for me is going back to this is, unfortunately, this is not allowing me to refresh. The big question for me when it comes to Bitcoin is yesterday's move, right? So we had a big injection of volume here. This is the big injection of volume. 16 million. I think if the price starts closing underneath this injection of volume, then you're going to have trapped volume underwater. It's a big, quite big volume underwater if they haven't already taken profit. And so naturally, I don't want to see the price start closing underneath the previous day value area low. I think that would be quite bearish. So I think that's going to be your big support level, the previous day value area low. We could go all the way down and fill that candle, yesterday's candle. And as long as we don't close underneath previous day value area low, I think I'll be okay with the price going back up. But ideally, you kind of want you want to close above 100k. You kind of want 100k to hold the support. And so when I look at the actual Bitcoin chart, I've got my volume levels, and what's interesting is that this 50% mark, this 50 fib is at 99,485. See that? So that kind of corresponds with filling the single prints and that volume that came yesterday. See that big 4-hour candle? So that kind of corresponds with that candle there. That's the big volume that came yesterday. I think that would be an okay place for the price to find support there. Okay, that also corresponds with just above a previous daily level. So I've got that daily level. We haven't had a back test of that daily level. We've just gone straight through it. You see that? And so it doesn't, I don't mind if we go down for a back test, fill the gap here. There's a bit of gap here. Fill the gap, find support here, and then start working our way back up for a corrective pattern here, for some kind of corrective pattern here. Making another attempt at the golden pocket at the value area high. That would be okay for me. If we kind of go up and struggle, we have to see how far we go, because at the moment we know that the point of control is support. We've seen it as hold the support. So even if we do go down, that's going to be your support, but this is going to look terrible. It will look like a failed auction if that happens. Okay, it's not going to look good if we lose this level, because it will look like a failed auction of these highs. Like a failed auction. That will be a failed auction. And even if you bounce off the point of control, you'll probably find resistance there, and then, you know, then the price will be actually looking to go down. Okay, because you keep on hitting the support level many times, eventually it's going to give way. Okay, so that's not going to look good. I think if we're thinking up, if we want Bitcoin to continue going up, then I think realistically speaking we have to hold here as support. This is really important level to hold. Back test, back flip, back whatever of this 50 fib corresponding to the daily level and the gap that fills of this volume, then let's go right back up. And then if we do go back up, it has to be quite a strong convincing move to go back up. We kind of want to go up, take out the highs and push for higher. Okay, that's kind of what you want to see, a continuation here. All right, that's Bitcoin basically in a gist. Yeah, so I wasn't really expecting us to break through. We did. I was expecting yesterday more of a swing failure here, which didn't happen, and because it didn't happen, we smashed through. Now we're pulling back. I think now I'm expecting this area to hold. If it doesn't hold, then I think we're probably going to go down in the same way that if we didn't get a rejection and the price just kept on going through. If we don't get support holding here, then the price is just going to fall through. Then it'll be the point of control. Then we have to see what happens there. But the problem with the point of control is you've already tested it once. You've gone up and you've failed to go up. Now you're back at the point of control. That's not bullish. Yeah, that's going to look bearish. You'll get a reaction, but then you might get a sell-off as the price goes up for a back test of this level that's been lost. Okay, and so therefore I think if you're bullish, you want to see this key area 99,400, 500, 99,400, 500 hold the support. That's really important. And then if it does, then we can make another attack at the golden pocket. That would correspond with some kind of trend line here. It's a messy trend line. There is a kind of trend line here. So it's a pretty good place there. It's a pretty good place for the price to come down today, find support, if we can kind of find support here, higher lows, and then head right back up, I think that would be quite bullish. Another attack. And then what can happen here is, as long as we don't lose that trend line, then we could probably head up, probably continue going up. That's what my bias is at the moment, is to go up, is to find support here and go up. And I think the reason why I think that is because I see a lot of altcoins are showing a little bit of strength. We're not getting the crazy sell-off on altcoins that you would expect when Bitcoin hits big resistance. Yeah, so when you hit Bitcoin hits big resistance, sometimes, most of the time, you see a big sell-off of altcoins. We're not seeing that as of lately. We're seeing some altcoins go up. L3 has gone up. C-Pool has gone up. There are some others. Miria went up, and QANX has gone up. Some others have gone up on my list. This one, AGC. So you see there's a few greens. So if we were hitting big resistance on Bitcoin with massive pullback on the market, you'd expect all the coins to give back their gains. They're not doing that uniformly, and so therefore I'm not thinking to myself, I'm not, oh, you can't see me, huh? Sorry. I'm not thinking to my, oh, you can't see me here either. Shit. What did I do? Sorry about that. At least you can hear me. So I'm not thinking to myself that we're crashing or we're going to zero, because we are seeing some strength in some altcoins. So let's have a look at QANX. Yesterday on my X profile, I posted quite simply a little chart off my phone, actually. Got a bit of good reaction from that. Here it is. Bullish Ghartley Harmonic on QANX. I just picked up some more here. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to get people to buy. Good day. Death feature. I'm not trying to get people to buy. I'm not giving signals. I'm not trying to get people, rally to people to buy because I'm trying to sell. Yeah. Why would I get people to buy here? I'm not shilling this because I'm trying to exit liquidity. This isn't exit liquidity for me. So don't, if anyone's watching, don't think that that's what I'm doing, because it makes no sense for me to tell you to buy at the lows if I'm trying to exit. Yeah. If I was trying to shill this at the highs, maybe I am. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to shill this and trying to exit. You know, I need some exit liquidity. But when I would tell people to buy when the price is coming into some kind of support zone on the back of a bullish harmonic, then I'm trying to exit. I'm trying to help people to make people realize that actually this is not a bad place to buy. If you're looking to pick up some, this is not a bad place. Yeah. And you know, none of this is financial advice. I'm not, if people don't want to buy, then if they have a big enough stack, that's fine. But if people are looking to continuously add to their position, then this was a good place, and I'll explain why. And it doesn't always mean that it's going to go up when you do buy. Huh? It doesn't always mean that. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Have a look. I need to find it. No, I can't find it. Q. Where's my QANX? Fuck me. I lost it. I've got a few QANXs. These aren't the ones I want. Just lost it. Where's QANX? There we go. That's the one I wanted. There you go. So what is this pattern? Well, I've talked about this pattern 2 days in a row now, or 3 days in a row. The last time I talked about it was in my live stream Nobody there, huh? Like on 2 days ago. I'll try and find it. I didn't cut a video. And I didn't go crazy in depth on QANX. There it is, see that? There you go. And I marked out this fib time as well. And I kind of said, you know, Monday, pretty good time for the fib time. How did I work that one out? Can't remember. Sometimes I have to watch myself because I can't remember what I did. I haven't got the best memory, to be honest with you. I wish I could have better memory. Let's have a look at this. How did I do the fib time? I did it so fast I can't remember. Let's see. I'm saying something. I don't want to hear myself, otherwise I'll put the volume on. There it is. There's fib time. Okay. From 0 to 3 to 4. There it is. I understand what I did there. Let's have a look at that. So that was 2 days ago. I had this in mind. Yeah. I had this bullish harmonic in mind, a Ghartley. And if anyone's not familiar with bullish harmonics, just go and have a look. Harmonics trading. Just do a search for it. Go to images. It's good education, this stuff. It's good to just go and familiarize yourself with harmonics because they always happen. They happen all the time. There's lots of kind of templates. I always go and have a look. And then sometimes I see it and I've memorized it. And they have names as well. See, Ghartley. Oh, I've spelt it wrong, but anyway. See that? That's a Ghartley. I should spell it better. G-A-R-T. I've spelt it wrong. Ghartley. So you have an expansion and then you have ABCD correction. Do you see that? Expansion and ABCD correction. The key here is that it's quite flat, and the key is that the C is underneath the A and the D comes underneath the B. So this is a bat, this is a Ghartley. Butterfly, the D would go underneath the X, and then a crab. Basically, it's like a Ghartley, except the D comes underneath the X. So you've got all these different harmonics. That's a cipher. These are the bullish ones, the top row, and the inverse are the bearish ones. Usually with these bullish ones, the Ghartley is actually a really bullish one, okay, because it's quite flat. It's quite a flat move, and so when you're looking at it like this, effectively this is the move, and this is your kind of your A, B, C, D type move. The key here is that the C doesn't go above the A, and it doesn't, yeah, so it kind of has to be below. And then the key here is that the D comes underneath the B, and it does. You can see it clearly does. Yeah, so you've got a correct harmonic. The C doesn't go above the A, the D comes underneath the B. That's really the only conditions I'm concerned about, and you've got some kind of symmetrical movement. Yeah. So I called that yesterday on my X. I gave people plenty of heads up. I called it on my stream 2 days ago. I called it on my X yesterday. It's quite interesting, huh? The price has gone up. Already up 15%, huh? Not bad. Not bad. If anyone's trading that, that's a nice little payday. I'm not trading this. I'm actually just accumulating for the bull run. The other reason why I thought this is a good area to buy was because I did a volume pool from when the original move began. So I've got the original move here. Where is it? Not that one. Yeah, that one actually. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your move all the way up to there. That's your move, isn't it? This is your move, kind of up to there. And so I did a volume pull from here where it began to where we currently are. And then I saw, let me just hide my other volume pulls. I could see that the price is coming in to the value area low. Now, the thing is, it didn't hit the value area low, but it did kind of come underneath this pivot. That was really important. I could see that the price is coming underneath the pivot, swing failure, and then this last candle couldn't go underneath this one. It went underneath this one. It looked like it was bottoming out here to me. It looked like it was kind of struggling to go down. And then that was kind of why I said it. The other reason why I thought it was a good place to buy was because I did a fib time. So this is quite interesting fib time. If you have 5 waves of an initial move, you can do fib time from the 0 to the 3 to the 4, which is what I did. And actually, you see the move has come on the 1.618 fib time. So from this point, this is a trend-based fib time, to the 3 to the 4. You have to get your moves correct. And then you see the 1.618 is here. So you see on time, the price has bottomed out. And we're getting a little bit of a reaction here. Does this mean that it's going to go up to the moon? I don't know. No one really knows what's going to happen in the future. It's just a good place to buy. That's all. That's all I was saying. This is a good place because of many reasons. It's coming into the value area low. You've got this bullish harmonic, which looks like it's completing. The price is struggling to get underneath this pivot here. And based on this fib time that I did, the 0 to 3 to 4, you're kind of coming in at a really nice fib time, 1.618. So it's on time. Does that make sense? So that's that. That was quite fun. I spelled Ghartley wrong. Is this the next wave? I don't know. I can't tell if this is the next wave. I think what's important is that if people are accumulating, they just look for good places to accumulate, you know. So I didn't go bulls. I didn't go all in. I just accumulated. I looked at my position size, and I basically increased my position size by 25% yesterday. Yeah. So that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just at every good opportunity, I'm looking to increase my position size by a little bit. I increased my position size here, and I increased my position size here. That's all I'm really doing. I'm looking to just buy the dips. And as far as I can tell, the alt season hasn't really begun. And so I'm still quite confident that we'll probably see parabolic moves or extremely high prices in the future, especially with what I was talking about 2 days ago about the quantum what do I want to say, quantum chips and quantum theory and all this quantum stuff, quantum teleportation, all this quantum computing, big trend starting to trend. Actually, what was interesting is that yesterday I was looking at that Cointelegraph article on QANX. It's just an observation, actually. It was the IBM, huh? Where's the IBM one? It was the article about the IBM partnership. Yeah. 4th of December. Don't know if anyone's read that. It's quite an interesting article. But this is what's really interesting about this article. I'll show you. Hey, look. Users in the government, banking and finance, healthcare and supply chain sectors can benefit from Quan Platform's Quan Q cluster by effectively handling and monitoring classified information, operational logs. This platform safeguards sensitive transaction data and ensures compliance with regulatory requirements. Additionally, it protects user data, maintains audit trails, and upholds integrity and security across complex IT infrastructure. I think people haven't really understood the value of QANX or the Quan platform actually. It kind of occurred to me yesterday actually, because here you've got IBM working with Quan platform to use QANX to create an audit trail, a log basically, which can't be hacked, can't be deleted, can't be tampered with by the hackers, because usually when hackers hack systems, they also delete the logs, which makes it extremely difficult to know what they did, what they do. Yeah. And so what IBM wants to do is they want to create something, a product using QANX to create some kind of audit trail, to create some kind of log that can't be undone, that can't be unhacked. Now, and what's interesting is that they're using this, and they're not using any other blockchain. They're using QANX or Quan platform for many reasons actually. And I was just looking at the Quan platform yesterday, and this is the beginning of something. I think when you look at the benefits of the QANX token, I've seen a video of the benefits. Let's see if I can find it. Is it a video or is it use cases? I don't think I'm going to easily be able to find it. I haven't prepared this actually. It's something to do with the speed, and it's also something to do with the way it's programmed, or the way to program. I don't think I'm going to be able to easily find it, to be honest with you. I haven't really prepared this. Let's have a look. Yeah, here, look. So developers will be able to code smart contracts in JavaScript, Go, Java, TypeScript, Python, Rust, C#, PHP, C, Scala, Objective-C, whatever. So that's really important, because it allows kind of mainstream corporations or companies, their coders, their programmers, to just program using the Quan platform to solve the problem that they're having, which has been addressed by, or it's being addressed with this partnership with IBM. Yeah. And IBM is the beginning, it's not the end. So when what they're talking about are finance, like banking, they're all going to start using this, because they're going to be needing to solve this problem, and they can't use these other chains because they're not quantum proof. They can be hacked, and they will be hacked in the future when quantum chips become mainstream. They'll be able to hack them, or they won't be secure. And so naturally these businesses and these companies will be looking at a layer one which doesn't have this problem, but also where their coders can just code without having to learn anything new. So I think this is a big sell when it comes to Quan platform being adopted by real world businesses. Now IBM is a $200 billion company. Yeah, it's not a small company, you know, it's a big deal. So I think this is a really really important kind of observation. The other thing that I was thinking about when it comes to QANX and Quan platform is the speed. Now, if I could find an example here, I could show you, but I don't know how easy it is to find. EVM compatibility. Well, that was an obvious one. So it works with Ethereum. Where's the speed here? Is it that one? There was a TPS comparison. I don't know if I can easily find it. Security. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, here it is. So this is quite important too, isn't it? Because look at these different blockchains. Like Solana, 2,231 transactions per second. And here, look, private, 95,000 transactions. But I don't know what that means, private, public. But that's quite attractive, isn't it? It's quite attractive for businesses to incorporate the Quan platform or QANX into their systems to solve this real world problem that exists. And you're not talking about small business now, you're talking about big business, banking, finance, networks, big networks, corporations that needs to solve this problem where their systems get breached and where hackers are able to successfully eradicate or delete logs and their trail. Whereas with if all the information is recorded on the blockchain using this, which can be easily coded in any programming language, then it's a protection, it's a layer of protection. So I think this is a really important use case, and I think it's much more valuable than the current valuation of QANX. When you look at IBM, I'm not saying it's going to become more valuable than IBM, but when you see businesses like IBM at 205 billion US dollars are partnering with Quan platform to integrate QANX to solve a problem, and this is the beginning, and then you've got all these other businesses which may follow suit, you know, Microsoft, Nvidia, or they all have the same problems, don't they? Amazon, every website effectively has the same problem. So oh, there's some people chatting here. I didn't see that, sorry. AJ Fitz, I have not checked today. QANX to 16% off due to your exposed share. I hope not. I hope it's natural growth. Quan community here, yes. Dams, welcome. Sirius, QANX $10, mate. Why not? Target price according to the harmonics. So when it comes to this harmonic, it's a bullish harmonic. I'm looking for another high, actually. I'm looking for this to go up. And then I'm looking for it to consolidate here. That's what I'm actually looking for. We'll see if that happens. Okay. That's how bullish this harmonic is. It's a really bullish harmonic. So I'm looking for, I mean, based on fibs, you could, if you're thinking about just a quick take profit, you could do the full fib extend, and you could aim for the 1.618, which would also correspond with this midpoint of this channel that I have somewhere around 95. I'd like to see it go up to 95 cents now, to be honest with you. Let's see. That's kind of what I'd be looking for. And then if it just consolidates above these highs, that's bullish, isn't it? It'd be bullish to take the highs and then consolidate above the highs, getting ready to go up again. You could, harmonics can fail, yeah. I don't want to give people guarantees. You know, harmonics, you got a bullish reaction, so that's your trade. So most traders will make their money, and they'll, like, as a trader, you'll take the trade, small risk, big reward, right? Because your invalidation is at the lows. So I'm not trading this. As I've told people, I just picked up some on spot. But let's say that's your trade, because you entered slightly higher. Then you've already done like a 1 to 2 trade. Most traders will be okay with that. Yeah, most traders will be okay for a 1 to 2. Risk 1, take 2. Most traders are okay with that kind of trade. And then they protect their trades. They have a risk-free trade. Okay. Now, I'm not. The reason why traders protect their trade is because every pattern can fail. So if you kind of can't get higher and you fail, you could go down again. Now it starts to look bearish, doesn't it? It's a failed harmonic, and you could actually fall right back down to that. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but every pattern can fail. Even if it's bullish, it can fail. Yeah, just because you have bullish patterns doesn't mean they can't fail. It's just a probability. It's just a high probability. But because we're in the context of a bull market, in the context of the alt season, in the context of Bitcoin showing a little bit of strength, I'm actually thinking higher. And also the context that I have is a corrective pattern, isn't it? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott waves, which I've already talked about here, wherever it is. Some kind of corrective pattern here. Could that be up to there? It is possible. It is possible that was that 5 didn't, it kind of ended up there. And then this is just your ABC. And this is the beginning of your next wave. This is possible, huh? It is possible. Let me just check this. Because the 3 is shorter than the 1, so I don't expect the 5 to be bigger than the 3. Let me just check it quickly. Yeah, it isn't bigger. So actually that is possible. So maybe that was the wave, actually the wave 5 went to the top there. That wasn't part of the correction. So maybe I was a little bit wrong there. But that doesn't matter, because now we have an ABC, potentially an ABC correction here. Potentially. And could this be the next wave? Yeah. And this is the big wave, isn't it? Because you've had your 1. Now this is the 3. So this would be the 3 of the 3. This is the one that I want to take us to all-time high. And the timing is right, isn't it? The timing is important, and it is. We have timed it right. So at the moment, I'm just thinking to myself, let's go to 9.5 cents, not 95 cents, 9.5 cents. So from the current price, I'm thinking another 63% increase in value. That would be nice. And then I'd want to see consolidation. I don't want to see us lose these highs. I want to see us hold these highs, and then maybe we can continue. Yeah, attack that level, and then consolidate. Big take profit for a lot of people. Reaccumulation, and then if we can hold this value area high, maybe we can go up again. We can take another expansive move up. This would be the wave 1 potentially. So I'd like to see 5 nice 5 waves, 3 expansive, 2 corrective, all the way up to there, to have a nice correction up here. And then I like to see again a big expansive wave to take us to higher prices. It's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment, just based on what I'm seeing in the charts, assuming that this bullish harmonic continues. Like, I want to see continue. At the moment, we're seeing a little bit of continuation, aren't we? We're seeing a little bit of continuation. So that kind of interests me. And again, I'm not selling right now, because I like to sell at the end of alt season. But if I see what I like to see, if I see what I see and I like it, if I do get a move up here, I'm not going to take any profit. But if with this correction, it corrects nicely and I like the correction and I see that it's holding this and we're getting a nice ABC here, then I'll probably buy again. Yeah. And effectively what I'm doing when I say I'm buying, I'm selling Solana. I'm buying QANX. That's basically what I'm doing. So my reserve is in Solana, but then I'll buy QANX at the correct places and keep on buying. And so basically I'm redistributing my portfolio to accumulate more and more QANX as the price goes up. And as I've said before, even though people have a target of $10, and we may get to higher prices, but at the moment my target is about $1, like 95, somewhere between 95 and $1. Michael is saying this is why blockchain is the best solution for securing data, including data sets which power AI and ML data provenance. Blockchain is immutable provided it is QL, quantum resistance. B, how's it going, mate? Nice to see you again. So I think this is where we are at the moment, and I do like what I'm seeing here. I do like the weekly candles, to be honest with you. So just kind of let me hide this stuff. Last week we had a bearish week, but it failed to close lower than the previous lows. Effectively, it's a range bound weekly candle. And this week we've gone down, failed to make a lower low, made a higher low. Now we're kind of going up. And actually what I'd like to see now is a nice clean push up. I'd like to see that. I don't want to see us get stuck here. I want us to see us for a strong close, so that we can kind of consolidate and then continue. That's kind of what I'm thinking of right now. and what I had before is still relevant. So let me just delete these brush strokes. This channel, these channels are quite relevant, these price discovery channels. So I think we have a big level at about 9.5 cents, and that kind of corresponds with that fib extension. Not that fib extension, the other one I did. I'll just delete it. Yeah, the one I just did, which I just deleted, basically this one. It's about 9.5, 9.8, give or take. It's thereabouts. All right, that's kind of my QANX update. Not very long. Just wanted to go over this harmonic. Any questions? Let me have a look at the volume while I'm here. Look at that. That's interesting, huh? So let me see these volume levels. All right, let me just pull it to the daily time frame. So the value area high is kind of come up a little bit. We're still in the value area. We do need to get back above the value area. Yeah, it's really important. So we are into a tiny bit of resistance here. So we do need to go, and we are getting the volume right now. We're getting a little bit, look, the green volume at the moment is above yesterday's red volume. So we're getting an increase in volume. But we do need to see strength here. We need to get to the other side of this value area high, and we do need to flip it into some kind of support. Yeah, you can see it's resisting a little bit. We do need to get above there, right? So we do want to see that happen, and then we do want to take out that high and head to 9.5 cents. I think that's really important. Otherwise, you could end up with a again, we don't want this to be bearish, but I'm going to contemplate bearishness just because I always do. Yeah, this is a really important level we're at now. We need to flip this into support. I think it'll be quite bearish to go down. That'll be quite bearish, wouldn't it? So if you see that, we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to be patient and see what happens. See how it plays out. See, I think some people will sell. I'm not, because I'm still buying for the higher time frame. It just means that this harmonic wasn't as bullish as it could have been, and the price often ends up doing something else. Timing has got something to do. I think the timing is right, but timing has always got something to do. Maybe the timing of the rest of the market isn't right. That's probably what it means. You could easily swing failure the lows here, and that's still a valid harmonic. It's just kind of like that instead. It's very possible for that to happen. Yeah. If that was to happen, that's possible. So you have another swing failure of these lows, and actually you're still fine. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to kind of lose this value area and just general weakness. You don't want to find weakness. If that happens, then we're probably kind of coming into the bottom of this range here, looking for lower liquidity, and we just have to wait for it to bottom out, and then we just have to see what happens now. Okay, I'm not expecting that. That's not going to look great, is it? It's not going to look very bullish if we start kind of falling down like that. There'd be a serious problem. It'd be an opportunity for people to buy low prices, but at the same time, what we want is we want to keep the momentum to the upside. So at the moment, the momentum is to the up. That's why this is such good price action. That's why it's really important, if we want higher prices, to try and get this to higher prices, because we can keep the momentum going up and up and up. And and then we can just correct, and then whatever, we can keep on going up. Yeah, if we do end up going down for reasons that I can't explain, then it does cause a few more it causes a few problems, because the momentum now starts to kind of come back down and goes to flat a little bit. I'm not expecting it. If for reasons that I can't explain, if we reject here, then it is possible to just swing failure there, and that's the actual move that people are waiting for. They're like, oh my god, look at this, I didn't expect to get at 5 cents, let's do it, all in. I might buy some more, to be honest with you. If I see it go down, have a little swing failure there, I might go, oh wait a minute, that's still okay, I'll buy some more. You know, like, I'm not thinking sell, I'm just looking for opportunities to buy. Yeah, I don't care if I buy lower or higher, I just want to buy on support after a corrective move or a consolidation. Yeah, does that make sense? I'm looking for consolidation to play out or corrections to play out, and I'm looking to buy on support. I don't care if it's higher, because I'm just keep on accumulating as the price goes up. B is saying, I think I will propose to Dtravel team to consider a migration to QANX if it works smoothly after the mainnet launch. Migration of ETH projects will be able to go to QANX. I don't think it's a bad idea, to be honest with you. I can't say no to that. The problem with the Dtravel team is that they're so overloaded with work. Adding another layer, adding another chain, it's just, I don't know if they've got the bandwidth. They're going to need to hire more developers. They need to increase the size of the team, and the value of their token doesn't justify that at the moment, because they have to spend. They have to be willing to spend. And one thing I know about these guys is that they're not willing to spend. They're kind of too conservative when it comes to spending, for reasons that I can't explain. So I don't think so. I think they should be on Solana too. I think TRVL should be on every chain. Should be on Bitcoin as well. Yeah. Then we're not on Bitcoin either, because it's meant to be a travel platform where people can book accommodation using crypto peer-to-peer. So why is Dtravel not on every platform? I think QANX is a really good choice, just simply because of the narrative of quantum proof, quantum protection for the future. I think it's good to be involved in it early, because as QANX grows in value, then those early projects will also naturally grow in value. Yeah, wouldn't they? It'd be nice to see someone launch a DEX as well, you know, a decentralized exchange with all these QANX tokens. Yeah, I would like to say that I could do it, but I can't. So I'd like someone else to do it. That would be nice. Just like SushiSwap has, Sui has a SushiSwap. Be nice to get a DEX as well, and to have pairs with QANX instead of pairs with ETH or whatever. Have all these different pairs with QANX. But that's for the future. I think the key is that QANX launches their mainnet, it's a success, and then you get a little bit more kind of broader adoption, so that the value of QANX goes up to the multiple billions. And if you can get QANX to 10 billion, 10 billion would probably be, what's the current market cap now? There you go. Go for swap is on the testnet. It will be a main. There you go. Michael knows. 100 million. It's at 6 cents. So probably about 1.2. $1 is going to be about 1 billion, roughly. Roughly about 1 billion. Probably a little bit less. 900 million be $1. Oh, is that right? No, that's wrong. I've done that wrong. Let me just do it on my calculator. times 10, isn't it? So, well, that's an easy sum. So 60 cents is a billion. So $1.2 is 2 billion. So $0.60. I think the thing is, when you're looking at these other big projects like SUI, let's just have a look at the list. Yeah, they're number 12 and they're at $15 billion. That's kind of where we need to be. Huh? Or Toncoin, look, Toncoin, SUI, Toncoin. Near protocol. I think that's where we need to be, like at 6-7 billion. So that means we kind of need to be at about $4-5 and then people are going to take QANX really seriously. Is that possible? Let me have a look. Just go with this. It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? It's possible. I think a lot of people are going to sell at $1, to be honest with you. I know I am. That's the challenge, because you need the volume to push past the sell pressure. Yeah, I'm just looking at this candle here, this one, this initial launch candle, and twice the height is the range, I think. So that's the height roughly, and that's your range. Comes to about $1.2. Most people are going to be selling twice, 2x that candle. So I don't know if you're going to just, like, we'd have to be. And when I look at like something like SUI, it didn't go up in a straight line. And so what happens with tokens to go to higher prices? So look at it. It goes up and down in waves. You see that? So people take their profit, then they buy. New all-time high, take the profit. Higher low, buy. You know. And so you're going to see that kind of price action. And the key to something like this is the volume. You know, when you look at the volume, look at the volume. It's really nice. So really, the red volume is decreasing. The green volume on average is increasing. And that gives you the confidence that this is going to keep on going up. And so if I look at QANX, we're definitely not there yet. So if I look at the combined chart, wherever it is, it's that one, isn't it? Gates and Bitmart. You need to start seeing big green volumes, huh? Like really big green volume. That's kind of what you want to see. So this is quite healthy. This volume is quite healthy. See that? Increasing volume. This red green volume was actually decreasing. This red was initially kind of quite high, and then it slowly decreased there, and now we've got healthy green volume. See that? Increasing prices, increasing green volume. That's what you want to see. You want to see increasing prices, increasing green volume, decreasing prices, decreasing red volume. If you see that, you can keep on buying this until it keeps on going up. AJ Fitz, I think a lot of early people will have a $1 target. Mine is $3. Yeah, but after the burn, it's only 2.1 billion. When is the burn? Oh, they didn't update the total. Yeah, I was wondering about that. AJ Fitz, have you checked out the Peak project? Also worth a look. Mega deep and stuff going on. I bought a weather station for my garden that was sell my info for passive income. That's interesting. I have to have a look at it. Oh, it's already burnt. So 2.1 billion, huh? That makes me more bullish, huh? I was thinking how much QANX do I want or do I need? Because to be a whale, I was thinking how much do I need to buy? I have about 400,000 now. So based on what you're telling me, let me go to Grok. 2.1 billion, huh? 2.1 billion divided by 400,000. What is that? I have 1 in 5,000 supply. Still, I need more. And circulating 1.7. I was thinking it'd be cool to get to like 1 in 500. That means I need 4 million based on this sum. But it doesn't really matter. I don't really care because I'll end up selling it anyway. So, all right. So that's QANX, yeah. It looks quite good. Huh? Looking quite good. Maybe I need to do more videos. Maybe that's going to help. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going to move on now. So thanks for joining me. There's a few people watching. Like it says 15 concurrent viewers. Really appreciate it. If you don't mind, just like this video. That would be appreciated. And obviously, I'm going to make a QANX video as soon as I finish this live stream. You like that one as well. It will help. Let me just go back to Bitcoin. Let's see what's happening with Bitcoin. Let's have a look at the order flow. Bearish divergence here, and at the moment, nothing. It's gone flat. Flat as a pancake. I'd like to see some bullish divergences here, but I'm not seeing them right now. So we have a bit of bearish divergence, but we're not seeing any bullish divergence, just flat at the moment. All right, I just wanted to check that. So I'm still thinking with Bitcoin, we need to hold this key area. I've got this key area here, 99,485. Really important area. I'd like to see the price hold here and to go right back up. I think that's really important. Otherwise, it's not going to look great. Let's have a look at TRVL while we're here. So TRVL has been showing weakness for the last few days, weeks, whatever. Basically, we completed our 5th wave of this first wave. Big rejection, lost a key fib level, and we're down into the value area again. So just general weakness on TRVL. What does that mean? Well, the volume is been decreasing, so that's quite an important indicator. You see, decreasing volume. Okay, the rise up wasn't really with increasing volume either, so I wasn't crazy bullish on the rise up. I think the next rise we should be able to see some increasing volume, I think. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. I think what's happened is that a lot of people who sold are now looking at the price action of TRVL and they're thinking to themselves, well, I sold and now I'd like to buy back in. Okay, so you can see there's quite a lot of volume here with this seller pressure. So people sold and they didn't buy back in, so you had this kind of low volume rise all the way up to back up to 9 cents, and now the price is right back at 4.2 again. And now maybe some people who sold initially are thinking, okay, TRVL doesn't look so bad after all, does it? Doesn't look terrible. It does actually look like a triple bottom with some kind of descending neckline, isn't it? And this could be a great opportunity to pick up some before we have, thank you B, you're welcome, before we have the next kind of wave of our bull run. Okay, now I've been mapping out these waves on TRVL. I think the first wave came after we put in an all-time low to there. We put in a higher low here, and we've had our next wave. That's our wave 1, and we are in the 3. So I'm kind of, this is the yellow, and so we are now correcting, and this is our 2 correction. Now I don't know if the bottom is coming in now or if we're going to go lower. It's really hard to tell with TRVL. One thing I do know right now, because it's illiquid, because it's so illiquid, it's very hard to tell. I do think that the buy of the lifetime, the opportunity of the lifetime, is going to be this white box. It's going to be the golden pocket. It's somewhere between 3.3 and 3.5 cents. The reason why I say that is because you also have a high volume node there. You also have some weekly levels. You have 2 weekly. It's a bit of an area, and you also have the liquidity grab underneath this pivot and filling in these gaps. Okay, so that's the buy of the lifetime. But at the same time, if crypto is bottoming out exactly where we are, there's no guarantees that the price is going to go down further. I don't know, because right now what I'm seeing on the price is that the price is, we've got this daily level here, and you can see how the price has reacted. It's already reacted off this daily level. You see that a little bit? We've had the little reaction of this daily level. Yeah, that's a perfect reaction right now. So we're getting a little bit of support here on this daily level, and even though it's a bearish candle, if the price holds here and then tomorrow we have a bullish day with a higher low, then this could actually start reversing right here and right now. Okay, this could actually start bottoming out here. You get another high. If this holds here right now, doesn't go lower, and then you get a nice bullish candle tomorrow, green buy up candle with a higher low, then actually my original idea, which was an inverse head and shoulders back test, this is the head and shoulders, this is the inverse head and shoulders, that's the breakout, and this is coming in for some kind of neckline back test, then this could still be valid. Yeah, it could still be valid to go down and up. Like it's a bit of an area. This neckline is not an exact line, it's a little bit of an area. Yeah, it's a bit of a messy area, and so we are into this area. I don't know if it's happening now. It really, that depends on the wider market. Yeah, so the wider market is having a profound impact on these low liquid coins. Could it bottom out here? Yeah, it could. It could totally bottom out here for reasons that I can't explain. It could bottom out here if this daily level holds, and if tomorrow we have a bullish day, you could end up with some kind of double bottom here. The confirmation of a bottom here would be to get back above this previous pivot, get some closes, get a daily close back above there and go up. Okay, I don't think the value area high here is going to offer any resistance. I don't think 5.5 cents is going to offer any resistance. I think the way the price has dropped, I think the next move is going to be very impulsive, and the next move I'll be expecting 30 cents. That's my price target for the next move. It'll be from where we are now, which is whether it's 4.2 or 3.6 or 3.3, but my target for the next move will be about 30 cents, all the way up there, and that will be a clean breakout of this downtrend all the way to the golden pocket and the yearly level. Really, that's my target. That's a big take profit for me for TRVL. And so a friend of mine asked me yesterday, should I sell at 9 cents again? Why is TRVL struggling? I say, he asked me, should I sell? I said, look, if you want to sell because you want to buy another token, because you want to redistribute your portfolio, that's fine. You know, you could always do that. But if you're selling to take profit because you bought in at like 2 cents or 3 cents, trying to take profit now, I think that's a bad idea. I think just be patient, fire and forget, and just don't even look at that, and set your orders at about 28 cents onwards. 28 cents, 29 cents, 30 cents, 31, 32. Like, that's really the target zone. Yeah, that's going to be a healthy almost 10x from where we are. It's not exactly 10x because we're at 4.2, almost 10x, but I think the next move is going to be an explosive move. That will be the wave 3, and then the wave 5 could be explosive if the wave 4, and I've drawn it out with my EW, if the wave 4 can find support at 10 cents, 10, 11, 9 cents. It's a bit, again, it's a bit of an area. So if we do end up going to higher prices here, I don't know exactly how high, in 5 waves. So we're looking for the wave 3 now, the big wave. This is the big wave. This is the next wave. It's going to be the big wave. Yeah, this is the one where most people will make most of their money. Their generational wealth type money is going to be made in the next wave. That's why I'm so interested in this next wave, because we've had our one, and we're in the next wave is going to be the wave, the red 3, which is the yellow 3 of the red 3. So it's the 3 of 3. Okay, that's the big wave. This is where most of your wealth is going to be made in the next wave, and then you have to take profit. Yeah, and I'm not really expecting us to go to all-time high in one go. I'm kind of looking for us to head to about 30 cents. And then the next question as to whether we can go to all-time highs will be if people are willing to put their value back in and defend 10 cents. Some people won't. And then we have to see how far we can get with a wave 5. Will wave 5 be a strong wave 5 to take us to all-time highs from 10 cents? Possibly, yeah, because if you break this pattern, then you can actually successfully defend some kind of higher time frame SR flip, then you could get a final rally which will take us to all-time highs. But that would, I think it would require us to go up, to go down, and then to go up like that. Yeah, and the higher the better. Like, even though I'm contemplating 10 cents, if we can kind of come and hold higher, that's more bullish. I would like to see a Coinbase launch. I've told the team, let's get it ASAP. I've told them, let's get it ASAP. Let's break 9 cents with a Coinbase launch. I've told them. People will take profit, that's fine. Let them take profit. Everyone will be happy, and then people are more inclined to buy back in if they walk away with healthy profit after a Coinbase launch. And I do think it's coming, yeah. Like, I don't know when. I don't really have inside information. Sometimes I do, but not usually. I kind of keep to myself, do my own charting and stuff. It's a hobby for me, really. I'm not paid by these guys. But look here, look, they did post something. This is quite interesting. Where is it? Here it is. Deeping sector is the frontier. This isn't what I wanted to show you. But anyway, Dtravel is here. There it is. No, that's not it. I don't know. It's somewhere here. I can't see their icon. Fuck me, their icon is invisible. There it is, Dtravel on its own. Travel, look, logistics networks. Dtravel. It's a really shitty icon, but anyway. But that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is here. This is it. Solana excels in network information while Base leads in consumer and marketplace. So this is quite interesting. Look, Base deep in ecosystem, and you see Dtravel is there. So with Dtravel's getting listed, and so Base is being designed and developed by Coinbase. It's a layer 2 which uses ETH as gas, which basically makes transfer of ETH of tokens on the ETH network cheaper because it's a layer 2. So you don't need like Optimism, you don't need Arbitrum, you don't need what's the other one called? It used to be called Matic, it's called something else now, Pol something like that. You don't need all these extra coins. You can just have ETH, and then you can use ETH to transfer your tokens on the base layer 2 at much cheaper prices. Okay, so I imagine that we're going to get onto Coinbase sooner rather than later. What's interesting about Coinbase is that the founder of Coinbase used to be a top executive at Airbnb, so it's a very easy sell. I'd like to see that happen as soon as possible. Actually, I've been telling them, and if people are watching my video, you should go into Telegram and start making some noise. When Coinbase. But anyway, this is kind of where we're at now with the charts. It's very hard to analyze. These are liquid charts. I think the waves are intact. So for me, I'm really focused on the waves more than I am anything else. I think we could bottom out here, but I also think if we are looking to take another leg down, then the buy of the century is going to be somewhere around 3.4, 3.2, 3.3 cents. Yeah, 3.1, somewhere around there. That'll be the buy of the century, and then you'll be looking for an impulsive reaction to take us all the way up to 30 cents. That's a 1,000% increase in value. Okay, that is TRVL. Any questions on that? Questions? Let me have a look at my other stuff that I wanted to look at. Dtravel and ORDI. Let me have a look at those two quickly. Oh my god, I suppose. I've been looking at Dtravel for a long time. We've had our kind of explosive move, our first wave, kind of like TRVL actually, and we're getting a pullback. I feel like we're getting a reaccumulation pattern here, except it's looking quite bearish. Let me just have a look at this. I feel like we're getting reaccumulation here, and we have a big gap. We have a big gap underneath this. You can see it, the gap in the volume there. There's a big gap here that hasn't been filled yet. I don't know if I want to see that gap filled, to be honest with you. I don't really want to go lower. But if it does end up going lower, then that is your buy of the century. The buy of the century on this token is going to be at 7.7 77 cents. That would be the buy of the century. Somewhere there would be the golden pocket. I think the golden pocket actually could be a slightly higher. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see it go that low. It would look quite ugly. I kind of like where it is now, consolidating where it is now. The problem is there's no real volume levels here, and we have had a little bounce of this golden pocket from the last move. You see that? And then we've had a little, it is holding a support right now. So even though getting at the point of control would be amazing for a lot of people, it would look quite bearish, but maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't look too bearish. Maybe it's just going to be like this. So the next wave is going to be the big three. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. The big three. That was your wave one. The next one's going to be the big three. So naturally, this is, like I said, this is the generational wealth making wave. This next wave is the wave where a lot of people can make a shit ton of money. For a lot of coins, it's the wave 3 of the 3. It's the big wave. Yeah. So definitely want to be positioned into your tokens in the next period of time. I don't know exactly when, but in the next period of time. I'm just looking at this to see. It's obviously good. Let me do this. 0 to the 3 to the 4. One to one on that move would be Friday. Yeah. So I think what's happened is that this is the initial sell-off, and this is reaccumulation. What we're experiencing now is reaccumulation. Yeah. I'm not necessarily thinking we're going to have another sell-off like that. I don't really think that, just because the accumulation's gone on for such a long time. I think if we wanted to go down, we would have gone up like this and then continued like that, and that would have made more sense. Yeah, but it hasn't done that, has it? It hasn't continued. What's actually happening now is you had your initial sell-off, which was your big take profits, people just taking profit because it pumped nicely, did like a 5x in like a day. So people are taking profit, and now you've got your initial accumulation, and now you've got your reaccumulation. This is your reaccumulation. So I think we're in a reaccumulation pattern here on AVA at the moment. It doesn't look like it wants to go down further, even though people might be waiting for lower. I think we're in a kind of reaccumulation pattern. Effectively, every dip is an opportunity to accumulate here because it's an accumulation. So it might look bearish. People might be thinking, oh my god, it's going to go down, but actually those are the opportunities. And so right now, simply just looking at the volume, nothing else. Let me just update this a little bit. Get rid of this. And the volume I'm taking, let's have a look. Yeah. So just taking the volume of this expansion, this last expansion, this big injection of volume. You see, it's a big injection of volume compared to the rest of the price action. When you look at that, you can see that there's a volume area, and we're kind of going in and around the point of control. See that? I think the big buy opportunity here will be back into the golden pocket, take out these lows into the value area. So about 1.8 $1.18 or somewhere between 1.22 and $1.18. It'd be a good opportunity to buy. Again, I think we're just experiencing some kind of accumulation pattern here. Could be a Wyckoff actually, could be a Wyckoff accumulation. Let me just have a look at Wyckoff quickly. There's two schematics on Wyckoff that I know of. Two Wyckoff schematics. Let me see if I can find the other one as well. Yeah. Pretty similar, to be honest with you. See that? You've got the kind of down move. This first down move. Here the ST in phase B actually is a little bit higher because here they go lower. If that's the your PS. SC, AR, ST, go higher. This is the ST in phase B. It's slightly higher actually. Then this goes higher. I don't know, not 100%. It doesn't look correct actually. It doesn't look correct. It might be some kind of warped pattern, or maybe we're going to see a spring soon. I prefer the first one, this first one, where it puts in the high there and it kind of just drops down, and then you take out the lows and you just spring out. Something like that. Just simply because we haven't seen the lows to be taken with here. Hasn't actually taken out the lows, unless that was just kind of an anomaly. This drop here was an anomaly. Anyway, it could be, I don't know. It doesn't look quite correct, but I wouldn't mind if we go down for a nice swing failure. That would be a really good opportunity to buy. Test, LPS, sign of strength. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Something like that. Right. It'd be nice to see that. If that happens, then have confidence to trade that. But that's your kind of entry, isn't it? The golden pocket, the value area low here. Probably some kind of fib. Did that ring? Oh. Yeah. Golden pocket, value area low, swing failure. Perfect. Be a really good entry, yeah? How much lower do we have to go to catch that? 20%, 15%. It's quite a lot actually. That's your entry. That's what I wanted to do. So Dtravel, I'm interested in that. Hi, Allcoin Dreaming. Good afternoon. I'm actually going to go soon. ORDI. Let me have a look at ORDI. Had like 15 people on earlier. QANX crew came on. Let's have a look at ORDI and see what's going on here. It's obviously not going to go up. Range. I mean, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Because you've kind of held the value area low. We've back tested it nicely, cleanly, so it is acting as support. We've had a buy up, getting a little pullback now. 27.23. Point of control. How far does that go back? Not far. $27.292. It'd suck actually to go down that far because you're taking out the low here. But that would be correct if the price came down there, and that's when you're going to get a kind of a reaction. Basically a big SR flip here. How much lower is that? It's 5% lower than the current price. What's the weekly time frame looking like? It's just the point of control. You've got a weekly level all the way down at 26. The daily levels. Back test of a previous daily level. Yeah, I like that level actually. That would be a really good place to buy. I'm not sure. I mean, I think all these going to go up with Bitcoin when Bitcoin goes into parabolic, just because it's connected to Bitcoin. Last week we had a really bullish candle. It's a bullish engulfing closing high, so it's a really bullish candle. So generally speaking, you'd expect to buy into that candle on the pullbacks. Yeah. We've put in a lower high this week, so it's not a bearish high at the moment because we haven't taken the liquidity to go down. We actually just put in a lower high to go down to get liquidity, probably to go right back up again. So I think what I want to see here is for us to go down as far as possible, and then for the price to expand and push up to take out the highs and go up. It's kind of what I'm looking for by the end of this weekend. A really nice continuation candle. So right now we're getting a pullback. I don't know how far it's going to go, and I think it could go as far as the golden pocket, but it, you know, at any fib level it could hold, you know, like no one really knows where it's going to hold. That's probably the best place, golden pocket, because that also corresponds to the point of control. But I am expecting on the weekly time frame for us to go back, to pull back as low as possible, and then to expand upwards for a continuation. I'm looking for continuation here actually, to take us all the way up to like $35. I'd like to see these last 2 weeks recovered very quickly, like a V shape. Shane, actor, great analysis on QANX as always. Looking forward to it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of analyze this. It doesn't look terrible, huh? It looks pretty good. I think we're in the range. We're at the lows. If we go back up to the highs of the range, that's a 125% increase in value. Pretty easy trader if people can hodl long enough, go up in value. And we haven't seen the increase in volume for the next wave yet. I'm wondering if there is any kind of impulsive wave here. Could that be the first wave? Don't know. Third wave there, the fifth wave there. It's possible. 1, 2, I don't know. It is possible that we've had some kind of it'd be more like this. But where's the 5? Maybe like this. 1, A, B, C. 2, 1. 5, 3. Don't know, it doesn't look good though. Shit. No, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Possibly, but I can't really map out. I know that was correct. Maybe it hasn't begun yet because you want to see an impulsive move to higher prices. It's amazing that some people caught this at such low prices. Huh? All right, I think we're in a good place actually. We're kind of hit the value area low. A little pullback now. I think a lot of people are looking at altcoins now and they're scaling in because they're expecting the wave 3, the big wave. A lot of people are bullish on alt season right now. And so while we're getting these pullbacks, those are the opportunities to buy, to scale in a lot of altcoins. Bitcoin dominance is under 58%. So arguably I would say that that is good for altcoins, but if we reject from 58, that would be nice to go down. Let's have a look at the DXY as well. Yeah, the DXY is kind of finding a little bit of support of the previous high, rejected from the potentially still in play, this harmonic, potentially still in play. If we can lose this previous high and go down like that, that's what needs to happen now. Getting a little bit of bearish CVD on Bitcoin. So this is just an observation. That's the bearish CVD here. Oh, this is interesting. We've just taken out the lows. And we've had some big increase in... Oh, wow, look at that buyer. There's a lot of buying in Bitcoin, huh? Wow. I'm seeing really bullish. It's bullish, but you're also getting selling as well, which is crazy. It's really bullish. Someone is buying like a shit ton of Bitcoin on leverage. I really like this price action, to be honest with you. Just bought some. Well, it didn't fill. Shit, that didn't fill either. Getting bearish TVD, but I can see, look at that buying. Fuck me. Big take profit. And then it was just bought right back. PMI and HOB openings in 15 minutes. Well, I'm not going to make a long stream because I want to cut my 2 streams, TRVL and QANX. That's so I can get a lot of clicks. I think we're really on the precipice of a big move. What's the day today? It's the 7th of January. Historically, we had some down weeks. We had a couple of 3 down weeks before the inauguration, and that's when the big move began. I am wondering if this time is different, actually. I am thinking differently. I'm thinking maybe this time we're just going to grind up, because we had this pullback which no one really expected or wanted, and that was this pullback here. So basically from the peak, the 17th of December, we were pulling back all the way for 2 weeks already, yeah? And that was kind of out of character. It was in character for us to go up in the first week of Jan for a few days and then pull back again. What I'm thinking actually now is maybe we just grind up, grind up, grind up, grind up. New all-time high, inauguration, explosion. It just continues. That's what I'm thinking now. You can't see. So I don't think anyone really, I was thinking after we took out the high there, continue. I wasn't thinking we'd be correcting so much. So that was a little bit out of character of the previous 4 years, the previous 4-year bull market. This big red candle, these 2 big red candles, yeah, coming in here and taking out these lows. And so when you look in the previous market, we were talking about this kind of action, price action being very similar. And then we should have gone up and up and up and up. And this is where we are now, here. But we haven't actually gone up, have we? We didn't go up and up and up and up. So from the 7th of December to the 14th of December, did we go up and up and up? And here we are now. We're in these 2 weeks. We didn't go up. 14th of December, down, down. And we're only just getting back into the highs. So we haven't actually done. So we've actually broken this idea. And now that's making me think something else. Because now I'm thinking to myself, well, that's not valid anymore, the previous market. So maybe now people aren't expecting it's going to do what people don't expect. And so now people are probably not expecting it to go up. Maybe it's going to go up just because people think it's going to go down. So I was thinking we should go down and take the lows. Maybe that's not going to happen. And at the moment, I've got a really easy to see trend line here. This is my area of interest right now. It's 99.4k. Basically the back test of the 50 fib, the daily level, the back test of the daily level, and this kind of sloping trend line. I think I want to see that hold the support. That will fill the gap as well, because we have a gap, which I talked about yesterday. Let me refresh this, see where we are with the gap. At the moment, with the point of control of the New York sessions in the lows, that's the gap here. And to fill it, you have to come down to 99710. So we're kind of in the gap now. No? We're kind of in it right now. So whoever bought here is now buying again. You can clearly see that because of the price action. Look, someone is just buying crazy volume. See that? 11 million, 7.5 million. The price coming down or longs closing. I'm not seeing shorts at the moment. I am seeing bearish dive. That was bearish divergence there. So the market sell was absorbed. But here it's very different, huh? We're not getting bearish divergences here. It's just lack of liquidity because the price has gone up and the CVD hasn't gone up that much. So for me, I think we're coming into support, and I don't want us to lose this area here. If it comes down, creeps down, I don't want us to lose this area. It'd be interesting to see how ETH reacts once Bitcoin, if and when Bitcoin hits this area, if it just continues to creep down. That's my area of interest. It's about 0.87% lower from where we are. Look at that. The RTX, sorry, the Russell 2000 is powering up. Look at that. That's really interesting. The SPX gapped up. That's quite bullish, isn't it? That's quite bullish. MicroStrategy gap down. The higher this goes, the less steep this becomes. Yeah, anyway, it's kind of where I'm at. Let me have a look at the pound dollar. I want to buy some dollars. I want to see when a good time to buy is. Get rid of my pounds. Coming into a good place now, 1.25. Right. You see L3 pumped, huh? It's just hard. It's just, L3 is a tricky one. Just have to buy every dip. Yeah, I mean, it's back in that range, so it's technically it's bullish, and it's just consolidating, so you don't lose that level. But look, it's really bullish because it went right back up. All right, I'm gonna go because I want to cut a couple of videos and then post them. I think just my only thing to say is that I want to see Bitcoin hold this level, otherwise I'm going to get bearish. So it's dropped a little bit again, hasn't it? Look, it's dropped a little bit here, basically 99500 or so. Oof, it dropped a bit. $9,900. That would fill the gap. That's the daily level back test with the fib, 50 fib. Get a nice back test there. And then if we can get a nice reaction there, some higher lows, and then maybe we can go up. That's kind of what I want to see. And then if we can lose this area, then that's your exit. Getting out as soon as you can, really. When you exit, get out there, probably. All right, I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to cut some videos now. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you. I'm down to 100k now. Look, 100k. Let's see what ETH is doing actually, just quickly. ETH is dumping. Not terrible. Coming into the area now. News in 2 minutes. Oh my god. Bye, bye, bye. Making me wait. Liquidations, not really. We're not getting shorts, we're getting 100k has to hold on the higher time frame. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see how the day closes. This is it. This is a key area now. 2 minutes, huh? Longs closing. Imbalances. Getting volatile. Well, that's good, huh? That's positive, isn't it? Well, we've kind of hit the gap. We've filled the gap now. So we still haven't hit the PD val. Long's closing. Oof. There you go. That's your liquidation. Oh gosh, that was a big liquidation. We're back above the level. Well, we have to see how it closes today. Huh? This is the area, but it's kind of washed it a little bit. Higher low here though. There's a little bit of a higher low here. So with a liquidation, that was a liquidation. So maybe this is good. This might be good, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Now we have to see higher lows, higher lows. If you start seeing some higher lows here, then we have a chance. There's a big liquidation there. Let's see. Oh, fuck me. Look, the DXY went up. Russell went down, huh? It's weird. I don't understand. Oh, the SPX is going down to fill the gap. Maybe it fills the gap and then it starts to go back up again. Did that gap as well? Can't tell. I think this is the area. If we find the higher low here at the end of today, then we could be good to go up again tomorrow. This is kind of the area where you want to hold. So let's see how this plays out. It's a bit early, isn't it? We've got our big liquidation. Usually though, when Bitcoin wants to bottom out, ETH tries to bottom out as well. I don't know if ETH is bottoming out. All right, we'll just have to see what happens. All right, I'm going to go. Hopefully QANX didn't dump before I post this video. No, QANX is doing all right. QANX is doing all right. I can post this video. I'll quickly cut it and post it before something changes and I can't post it anymore. All right, see you. Take care. See you tomorrow.